Konnichiwa minasan. Let me try this again. It seems like the first recording there was no sound, so I'm hoping that this one will have a little bit of sound. So I'm traveling right now, so a little bit of a different setup for the day. I'll be traveling for the next day or so as well. But the question is, with the traveling, what is it that I do and do not do? Do I close shop because I'm traveling, or does the show go on? So one of the things that we keep hearing again and again is use or rather treat your trading as a business. So if you have a restaurant and on a Sunday you're traveling or there's a crisis, does it close down? Your favorite restaurants that you usually go to, are they consistent? And one of the reasons why you may go to them consistently is because you can count on the fact that they are open. So how is your trading? Do you use it that way? Do you treat it that way? Or does your trading depend on what's going on around you? And if so, how can you mitigate against that? Another thing is, with any business, there's a business plan, so have you done a SWOT analysis? Do you know your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and so on? Or just depending on how you want to do it, at least having a plan to mitigate against the things that may go wrong before they go wrong will help you to have greater success. So for instance, if you're in drawdown or if you have a losing streak, do you have a plan of how to get out of that drawdown or losing streak? Or at least do you have a plan for your psychology within those times, which is very important. But on the other hand, when you have a winning streak as well. And why is it important to have a plan for when you have a winning streak? Is because a winning streak is just as dangerous as a losing streak may be at the same time, So do you have a self-awareness plan? Do you have something that you've written down that you know that you can rely on, so that when the emotions are high or low, you can go back to that thing and it can anchor you to where you need to be. I'd encourage you to take a look at those things, and if you don't have plans to mitigate against those, should you do that, you might see some improvement in your trading. But nonetheless, this is my top 3 for the week to come. All these pairs are in amazing areas, and they all look somewhat the same in terms of the structure that I'm looking for. So over here, as simple as it is, I'm looking for a 3-touch to the 2-touch area, and then we'll take a position there to the downside on GA. Something very similar here on AUD, USD as well, also in a really good area. And what I'd be looking for here is just a simple 1 area 2 and the 3rd touch here, which would be another go-to setup. Take that to the lows and trail my stop with that. Lastly, we have this NZDJPY. I actually wanted to take a 4-hour rejection in this area here, but the way price action was forming, we could have been going long at the same time, so I allowed that to play out a little bit. But the great thing about it is the market has a lot of opportunities. So the next one I'm looking for here is just as amazing, where it would be the 1st touch, 2nd touch, and the 3rd touch, or you can treat it as a 1-2, and then we see how we get there. But with this one, I don't think I'll be looking for too much perfection. I'll probably take a position over here, should we get a good rejection, and take that to the downside. Otherwise, it's the last month of the 1st quarter. Wishing you a very productive month. Wishing you a very positive month, if not P&L, at least with your psychology. I'll catch you again next week. Bye.